Hello, everybody. We are live finally.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
For waiting for us.
We had to slap Skipper around to get him awake again.
Sorry, I had to go pee.
That long? Damn.
Yeah, I got
Get
issues.
him awake again.
Sorry, I had to go pee. That's
That
me.
long? Damn.
Told you it was a long time.
So let me see. Who do we got in?
But why are we always yelling, Seth? You can get cats to come with food, but with old people, who knows, right?
That's true. Hello, Grasshopper, Mike, Merdul, Maria, hi, Muppet, hi. Um, Xanadu, hello. Dream
Mike, I
City,
finally saw your snake.
hello. Daniel, hello. Holly, hello. Everybody, hello. Daniel, I said Daniel. Chappie, hello.
Hey, Dee Dee.
Chappie
What's shaking?
probably back at work now, so he's probably left already, but he
Yeah,
stopped in to say hi. Dee Dee,
yeah.
hi. Sky Dancer, hello. Jennifer, hi.
Hey, Joseph's going to be lurking, he's there. He's here, the
Joseph,
party can start.
hi. So, hello, everybody, and all that good stuff.
Howdy, howdy.
So, I'm going to show you the card that I'm going to try to sell tonight.
Hey,
I'm going to be having this dream in the next couple of days. Boy, I'm really dark. Maybe I should turn on my light.
No different view. Like, Bob's trying to lick my ear and stuff.
trying to what?
Bob's trying to lick your ear? Oh my God. Okay, so here is
Skipper's sharing his
a little
fantasies.
drawing that I did.
Make yourself bigger with them little chickies.
They are Merdul's little zebra finches babies. And then in the next couple days, I gotta um, do an extra stream to sell a bigger piece and stuff to pay the rent. But thought I'd see if anybody likes this tonight.
Like him. How much?
Oops, I gotta make myself small again.
Murderowitz's fantasy.
Merdul says they're grumpy little buggers right now.
For attention and foods. Yes,
Oh, good. Merdul at least recognized him.
it's a good start.
So,
Hey, Kurt.
Chicklets, hi. Chicklets. Chicklets 23. So, what's everybody got going on?
Well, I was going to do some work behind me while we were streaming.
And how's your back doing?
Mm. It's okay for a little bit, and then honestly though, today has been my best day.
That look hi.
Like it, it's been sucking.
Don't do any lifting, Skipper.
Have you gone to see a specialist yet?
No, I haven't, and I'm waiting for that phone call. But honestly, I've been getting through the VA with everything because of the insurance stuff and whatever. But you just go with it.
Yeah.
I know, Dee Dee. It's been a while. We haven't talked, and
I hope that you don't end up having to have back surgery, but
I won't let them.
if they do it right, it's pretty much like a day surgery anymore. I mean, they can do it real quick and you recover fairly quick.
So
But
I,
but don't let them do a back surgery, Skipper. I let them do mine in the early '90s, and I wish every day I hadn't. So.
yeah. So my dad got his done when he was 52, I think, and yeah, it was honestly it's no shit. He was no 54. 2 years after he retired from the where I worked, but his issue was he jumped out of a perfectly good airplane. So, because he was an airborne ranger, and you did the whole when you jump, you hit this, it compresses your spine.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yep, that's what my dad did. Only he did it by like he had a couple bags of feed on his shoulders and walked into the lady's barn to deliver him, and the floor caved in and he dropped straight down.
I know, right, Grasshopper?
I
So
Viking
he
warrior.
went. You're right, I do. But he he had he got his lower back. He got the rods and screws, and he got the bad 50/50. So the scar
Yeah.
tissue pushes on his nerves. He still has a pain, but
Oh, in and out, Dee Dee.
his his legs don't give out like they did. It's like stupid. Like I started thinking like, should I do it? No, I'm not going to till I'm older and I'm retired. Like, it's just one of them things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my ex-husband had to have back surgery. He was about, oh gosh, probably about 25. But it went real well. He had a really good doctor and he recovered and very rarely had any pain from it at all after that.
Well, it depends on what they do too. I shouldn't say don't do. I had half a disc removed, so now all of this is on half of a disc at same level you got, Skipper. Yeah, that's what happened with me, Dee Dee. I got so I had to like kind of swing my left leg. I couldn't actually move it, so I couldn't
Honestly,
work and do that.
whenever I get up out of the chair, recliner, whatever, I use my right leg and I swing. I could swing my left leg, but it's to get it unlocked. It's not fun. And then I got an MRI, and the next day they got back to me. I'm like, oh shit. They got back to me now that there's something wrong. And they told me, and then I had to do a forward view X-ray. They wanted to see
I feel
how my spine supports. They said, "Yeah, your spinal column supports good, but we need you to come and do an ultrasound." I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And they're like, "You may have kidney stones." I went up to the wife after I got all this. I said, "Take me out back like the dumbass dog from the farm and shoot me because I got too much shit going on."
Right.
Remember,
Hey,
you
Mama.
were saying, "Take the old dog back and shoot him." You know,
The old gray mare ain't what she used to be.
yeah. I think she thought about it too, and that's what scared me.
Yeah, well, keep us updated when you find out. Like I say, you'll probably find out what they're gonna do. Hello, Rack.
Hey, Rack.
I was
Yes.
talking about you earlier today, and I should say this again.
Hey,
Rack
Stephanie.
with the bird garden needs some watch time hours,
Yep.
and if you go to his channel, what I did for a while, and I'm going to start doing it again, because he's got his 1,000 subscribers, but he needs hours, watch time hours, and watching his 24-hour stream doesn't count towards his hours. So you need to go to his channel and find one of his his playlist that has quite a few hours in it, and then just put it on when you go to bed and leave it play.
Hey, Rack,
That's what I was
while
doing.
I'm
I'm gonna start doing it again. I didn't realize he still needed some more. I would have been
she'll
doing it,
talk
but
about you, Rack, though. So she talked about me
I
when she was
did.
helping me get my hours. She said, I thought she was having like erotic, some kind of erotica dreams. She said they were nightmares listening to me.
Yes.
I think we
Anyway,
should bring Rack up if he wants to.
yeah.
If he
Oh yeah,
wants
Um,
we could do that. Let
to.
give me just a second because I'm gonna
Rack, I
go to
got an
his
invite
channel.
for the Facebook page for the channel, and of course I accepted. And now I got a notification, an email notification that since so and so is a friend of mine, that I was being invited to approve them joining. And of course I would. They're an awesome fish fam member. That's just the name. We don't know them by that person's name. But anyway, when I went out to do that, there was no option on the page to do it. So I just kind of left the email alone. So I hope they got approved.
Yeah, I didn't realize till I was like watching your live stream today, Rack, and realized that you still needed more hours. So I thought I'd throw it out there again tonight.
Well, he called you out. He said, "Listen, Punchy Pinks can bring up the other people to do this." I remember it.
So here is
Let me
the
pull my
link.
driver's
If you want to
license.
come up, you are most certainly welcome to.
Come up. Hey, Daniel.
It.
Want a cookie?
Now I lost track of what everybody's talking about.
Just a bunch of smack.
Honestly, I did that when I got here. So I put out a video. What's today? Wednesday.
Yep.
See, I did my first fish walk the other day, and I put a video out, and I brought home like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different species. And unfortunately, 2 of the tanks I'm about to work on got the ick. So
Again?
no, it's different.
Oh,
Damn it, Bobby,
I'm trying to keep up.
the new fish. So, I really hate ick because it dyes everything and it's too damn potent.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, about 4 days before today, I had another tank that got in. So there's this thing that they call microbe lift. And you can buy it at Petco, probably at PetSmart too. But it's more environmentally friendly. Okay. And there's 2 different forms of it. They got a parasitic disease one, and then they have one for fungus. So
They don't. It doesn't help with crabs though, Bob. So don't bother buying it.
I know I tried it. It didn't work. But it does make you blue. Sorry, Skipper.
Sorry, Skipper. Continue.
I'll let her have that one, but not Joan.
maybe Fritz enzymes will take care of the crab problem, but I'm just that's the only thing I got to grab or goose eye.
I hadn't thought of that.
Like Like, how do you go off of that? You know what I mean?
I
Good.
hadn't thought of that.
That's a good one, Bob. But anyway, so I had threadfin rainbow that got it because I added some Corridor pectatus, which is your spotted Corridor, and from Petco, you know, a friendly neighborhood box store for fish. I saw them, I wanted them, and I took them all from the tank. That's what I do. But it knocked it off within 4 or 5 days. But the issue is with that is you have when you spot it, start treating. And that's what I'm going to do tonight because I got 2 tanks. The very bright ones over here.
I don't remember none of that. I started watching your video from yesterday, and I was about halfway through, and somebody went live, and so I went to there.
Oh, so you fell asleep. Okay.
No, I was watching it, and I went. It may when Dan went live, but anyway, it'll show me when I click back on it. I was about halfway through it, and I was actually enjoying it.
There's awesome fish.
Yeah.
The one I can pronounce, the other catfish I can't. I'm tagging that shit. I got them down here. But the one tank has the 2 word long names. I got green dragon bristlenose in there. It's a male and female. It got ick. I mean, I get it. When you first get fish, it doesn't matter. It can happen.
I'm stressed out.
So the other tank has the blue spotted corridoras, which are Melanotatus, I think. I cannot pronounce that shit. And they got green dragons in it. So it's just something that happens, and I'm going to treat it. Tonight, I'm going to do a water change. I'm going to fill it the whole way up to the rim. And with what I showed you, it says do a 10-day treatment. But it does not tell you to do a water change with it like ICX does. It's a herbal treatment. It works because the other fish only has one spot on it that I started it with. And I used it before. It's good medicine for your fish. And it will tell you if you bring new fish into a quarantine tank, it will tell you I think it's the very bottom, how to do it. And it's with this one for the parasites and the other one for the fungus. Like, this is good stuff.
Does it have a smell to it?
It does. But
What's it smell like?
It's actually a sweet smell. It's kind of scary.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's probably like got some herbs and stuff in it.
Yeah. So, what's up, Rack?
Peace.
Hey, Rack.
Hello.
Hey, Rack.
Hey, Bob. You're going to have to re-relate that story
that
to me, Bob.
Which
What's
one
that,
is
Sam?
I love that shirt.
Oh, yeah. That was for the live stream today. I appreciate you dropping in. You really got the party started.
Just doing that because I was trying to do an email.
I'm going to make, you got the bird nerd. Somebody needs to make a fish nerd and we'll swap.
Yeah.
Bird nerd has a better ring to it than fish nerd.
Yeah.
Hey, Fisher.
Birders have been known as nerds.
It sounds like a song. He could do a song about a bird nerd on his ukulele.
He could. He's going to do it right now. That's his newest edition that he painted.
What? Open mic?
Nah, never.
Pam, I appreciate those kind words. I was just thinking about all of the smaller channels we've helped as a community get monetized. And I'll tell you, I've got the pond life is monetized, and I've helped a lot of channels get monetized. I hope they do better at actually getting the monetization that I have, I would starve to death. I would be a very skinny man if I had to live off what I make on YouTube.
Rack helped me get monetized.
Yeah, glad to do it,
More
Bob.
than helped.
And
More than helped.
it was more of a fun community effort. I don't think I know
Right.
anybody actually that's getting rich,
No.
but it certainly felt like you're on the right track and had accomplished something.
Right. Well, you can
Of
do
course,
other
a good
things too
effort.
besides get a little money.
Yeah. Poor Pam, she's been monetized twice.
Yeah.
You would have thought Crack helped Bob. Bob should help Kip.
Bob does help. That's the thing about this community. You can count on some help. And I don't know if you guys know my friend Ashby Gale from over at Charleston Fossil Adventures. He's been on my show a couple times
That's
talking about
right.
shark tooth hunting.
Mhm.
He just got monetized and sent me a real nice thank you and
Nice.
wanted me to thank all of the Bird Garden viewers for their help. And I said, man, I'm telling you, this community can get a channel monetized.
Mhm. Yep.
Fortunately, I fell into the fish fam right away. I didn't have to be out there in the weeds. And I liked it.
Pond light, brother.
Is this a demo?
Yeah, I said, the pond light.
Yeah, that thing's dead. I get a check about every 3 months for that minimum $100. So I'm killing it over there, about $33 a month.
You get that? Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's because when the channel was growing, it was growing well, and then they pulled the plug after I changed the name.
You know, I do get a little check every month or direct deposit, but it's because I have 1,200 videos. So there's always some.
I told somebody about your
person.
channel, Bob. I said you can't watch it long without learning something. The diversity of animals that you keep.
I thought you were going to say without going to sleep.
No,
That too.
no,
That
it's a.
I beat you, Pam.
You got so many animals.
That's why. That's how I helped you so much getting your hours, Bob. I just fell asleep while you were talking.
Well, now I wasn't gonna mention that, Pam. That's just fine. If you got insomnia, you want to watch one of my playlists, that'll help you. Hey, I do have an exciting show coming up next week. If I can give a shameless plug,
Of course you can.
I've been working on some good content. I'm trying to get some good guests. You know, if you're gonna have to spend the time with me, at least I could do is to bring you a decent show. I've been trying to do that. Had some authors on, a paleontologist, a field researcher.
What time is the show?
1 p.m. on Wednesday.
See, I'm at the Arc.
Well, but the replay crew is strong.
Okay.
It's not as much fun, you know how it is when you miss the chat, but the replay group is very strong.
I'm just there for the knowledge.
Next week, Wednesday at 1 o'clock next week, I'm having a guest on. His name is Matt Kortman. Matt Kortman describes himself as a recovering attorney. He's about my age, about 60, and he's a field researcher. He's running an organization called Mission Ivory Bill. Now, Pam, you and Bob have probably heard of the ivory-billed woodpecker.
I have.
Well, last week, my guest was Dr. Chris Haney, and he wrote the book Woody's Last Laugh about the ivory-billed woodpecker. And Woody, the woodpecker, the cartoon looks a lot like the pileated woodpecker. Maybe that's who he was modeled after. But the book was titled Woody's Last Laugh because the ivory-billed woodpecker goes extinct, shows back up, goes extinct, shows back up. So there's this ivory-billed woodpecker just keeps showing back up. Well, recently it's in the news because the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service have expressed a strong desire to have the declaration of extinction made. Okay, now who cares, right? Who cares? If it's extinct, it's extinct. But the matter is, if they declare that bird extinct, then it loses its protection under the Endangered Species Act. Or now, as long as it's not extinct, it's still endangered. And that means all of the habitat that it lives in that also gets protection from the Endangered Species Act will be gone. So Matthew Cortman, without letting the cat out of the bag, but leading you right up to the door, he's going to tell you he can't unsee what he's seen. And he's going to tell you next week exactly what he's seen. Now, as a former attorney, he did give public comment to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. He requested that they receive public comment, and they did. And he and several other birding experts, not just nerds like me, but actual researchers and position holders of the director of the Cornell University Sapsucker Ornithology Lab. He spoke also, and the consensus is that it's premature to call that bird extinct. But Matt has a really unique experience living in the swamps of Louisiana, the heart of the remaining territory of the ivory-billed woodpecker, to have had some I'm going to say this, extremely unique experiences.
Now, is that the same as because I know the pileated woodpecker or something that was declared extinct too, and they found it?
Well, the pileated is common
Pileated.
around here now. It may have been so rare that they thought it was extinct at one time.
Yeah, it was declared extinct, and then they found it again. So.
Well, it looks superficially like the ivory bill. The ivory bill is even a little bit bigger and has a lot more white on the wing. And instead of a black gray bill, of course, has the yellowish white bill, ivory bill. So next week, all of that to say, making a short story long, it's going to be a really high quality show because of the guest and his story next week.
Nice.
Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern.
I'll try to wake up for it. I woke up about half an hour into your stream or something like that, 20 minutes into your stream, and I was like, oh, Rack's on. I better turn him on here.
Well, I appreciate you coming in. You looked good, and I appreciated the talk about possums you initiated.
Oh, not the possum dream again, Pam.
Pam encouraged all of my viewers to eat more possum.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Not even. I'm blaming it all on her now. It is nice of you to have me up just because I said hello, Pam. I appreciate that.
Oh, I was thinking if you showed up tonight, I was going to see if you wanted to come up because I wanted to get some plugs in for your channel.
That was so nice. I really do appreciate that. And that's all it takes is just people being considerate of each other and asking
Right.
Can we get a little favor here?
Yep.
And I don't mind receiving those favors. I appreciate them, but I like to give them too.
We love you, Rack.
And I love you too, Skippy.
We're getting our cats at the Ark in the cat room a TV because we got the dogs some equipment. And I'm like, the cats need something too. So they're going to get them a nice smart TV up on the wall.
I hope you let them watch the Bird Garden feeding station, son.
That's what I'm going to say, yeah.
All right.
They can get some hours in there. We can put it on time.
Do that with the cats and the birds. The cats will be on high.
They see birds and squirrels and stuff out their windows. They got windows on two sides. So.
Wow.
I've got people that own dogs tell me they're leaving that bird feeding station up while they're going to work for the dog to watch, and it relieves separation anxiety.
I bet, yeah.
So what I do with my dogs is I turn Animal Planet on whenever we go to work or we're gone. It's just the noise of everything. It comforts them.
Takes them back to their jungle days.
Yeah.
Bob, how are your sand boas doing?
I don't have sand boas.
Oh, I thought you had a Solomon Island something or another.
Oh, yeah. They're the Solomon Island ground boas.
Yeah.
They're out in the woods, but not living. They didn't make it.
Okay.
I could never get them to eat. I could never get them to feed. And one of them got away. I never figured out how, and I found it. I found something by the cat litter box one day, and the other one had already passed, and it was almost dead. How it was by the cat litter box, but anyway, I couldn't get it hydrated or do anything. They
They
just
never ate, did they?
never could get them. I did everything.
Yeah, they get that pet store shock. Sometimes you can turn them, sometimes you can't.
They said they had never eaten, but they were ready. I got them at one of the Repticons.
Mm.
So yeah, I've moved on now to the what you call it, the African green bush snake. Yeah,
Is it hardy?
it is, and it's already eaten 2 lizards.
Wow.
Yeah, people liked him so much. Mike on here went out and copied me and got him to
Oh,
You're
did
an
he?
influencer.
Right?
influencer, right?
It is a pretty snake. It is a really pretty snake.
It is. They have the black mouth. I mean, like black. You see nothing but an abyss, like the yeah, that one. The other one that's arboreal. It's in that same area. The mamba.
Ooh.
So they give you quite a bit of the mamba, especially at just a glance.
It's not a
Yeah.
venomous snake, is it?
It's not, and it's not even rear fang.
But it's like a copycat type snake.
A mimic. All right.
A mimic.
Mimic. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. It just didn't come to my head. I knew it, but it didn't come to my head. But yeah, it mimics the green mamba so that predators think it's the poisonous snake.
And if I were in Africa, that would work on me.
Yeah, it worked on me when the man took it out to let me look at it. It flashed that mouth real wide, and I'm like, "Are you sure it's not a mamba?" And he's like, "I'm sure. You know, I've been handling it." And it, dummy me, I didn't take any video or pictures. And you know, we made friends by the time we got home. It hasn't opened its mouth once.
Well,
That's impressive, you know, but I can't get it to open its mouth. I thought about maybe flipping it. No, I wouldn't do that. It will not open its mouth. Right?
they
Maybe
know, Bob. They know.
It must be a female.
a female.
Yeah, because if it was a male, it'd be opening its mouth all the time.
You got that wrong. Tim.
Now there's a
not how you-
song. I'm gonna write a song about that.
Yeah. And the rain's playing too, so make it with a country twist to it.
I need to show people my card and see if anybody wants to buy it.
I told you how much.
How much, Bob, did you tell her?
How much?
No, I said how much. Sorry.
Oh, you wanted to. Oh,
Oh, I started to blow you up. Can you blow yourself up, Tim?
Okay.
Once
It
it-
is Merdules baby zebra finches.
oh, zebra finch babies.
That
That is
Like
too
really
cute.
little babies.
That is too cute.
He said they scream for food 24/7 now.
So if anybody wants to throw out a bid for it,
I'll bid.
please do.
Is it color or charcoal?
It's color.
I may not have enough change in the sofa. I got a tick bite rat. I'm
Uh-oh.
worried about it. Yeah,
You better
And
get
it's-
checked.
it's right there. It's swelling.
You got your eye on it, right?
Yep.
Take an ink pen, draw a line around it.
Yep. I should. Yeah, I do need to do that. I should have left it in there because it didn't bother me until I pulled
The
it out.
ones that spread the Lyme disease are going to be so tiny, they're about the size of a pencil dot. They're deer ticks. Like
He was
small deer
maybe
ticks.
not quite
And that's-
half
so
the
I-
size of a
he's
pea.
probably okay because he said it was a little bit bigger than that.
Is that an old wives' tale, Pam, or is that
No, I
fact?
learned a lot about it because one of my kids got Lyme disease and I had to deal with that.
I see.
So I did a lot of research and learned a lot about Lyme disease. So
I'm gonna call the
So,
doctor
I
because it swelled up
researched
today.
a heck of a lot.
It's hard too.
the bullseye rash only happens about 20% of the time, so you can't really rely on that.
It's hard up through there now. It wasn't when I pulled it out last night. Yeah, I'm gonna call the doctor tomorrow.
Yeah, stay on that. Skippy bid $20 on your card, and then
I wasn't
Daniel
looking.
bumped him to 25. And you got, how much did you spend on the shipping of my art, Tom? You didn't tell me.
We good.
I know we're good.
Oh, we're good. It was nothing really. We're good. No, actually, I sent you a message, bud, on Facebook.
Oh, Daniel Velez is 25 and Skipper was 20. Okay.
Yep.
Little shit.
I'll look again, Tom.
Well, I'll go 35. What colors are in it, Pam?
Oh, we got yellow and bluish gray, a little bit of reddish sienna, and yellow. I said yellow and black.
35's a good price on that, Bob.
It's a steal.
I think you scared everybody away.
I hope so.
He scared me.
All right.
There you go, Pam.
You said I just looked at it. It's nothing. We're good.
Normally, she starts her reserves higher than that for the patrons. So she accepted that, made me ecstatic.
Yeah, we got to pay our artists. You know, I'm not one to talk much about the Bible on the air, but it says the only time it talks about pay, it says pay the singer every day.
Yeah, get him, Daniel. Get him,
Pay
Daniel.
the artist. Pay the artist.
Get him, Daniel.
So if you want to do the Lord's work, you can bid.
Skipper says 36. Damn it, Bob.
You see what Daniel Velez said? Why did you
Damn
call
it,
him a
Bob.
shit?
That's why I did it.
Damn it, Bobby.
Uh-oh, now you got Daniel riled up. Get him, Daniel.
That's right. He goes, you know what Brother Dan wanted? He goes, you little shit, Bob. That's what he wanted. Listen here, you little shit.
Yeah, and Merdul said y'all put that dollar sign on there.
Anyway, get him,
Skipper.
Myrtle. Get him.
Listen, Myrtle, hit puberty and then come talk to me, you little shit.
Hey, did you guys hear Myrtle's song he wrote me? And I made a bird video from it with the red-winged blackbirds.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was so awesome. That guy is so talented.
I gotta tell you all something about Myrtle, okay?
Nickham, is that by a tornado? Sorry.
We did that whole thing with the color guppies thing, right? And he did 3 songs and he did the whole auction thing with it. You know what that little shit did?
What?
He sent me a song for me too.
Oh, man, that's cool.
I gotta tell you, Merdul's a good dude. Don't let him fool you. He will tell you how it is, but he's a good dude. I'm just saying.
Oh,
All right.
and for everybody that didn't know, just for some reason, I just got reminded of it real quick in my head.
Gary.
Everybody keep their fingers crossed for Blackie and Sarah because they're facing floods there again.
Mm-mm.
What?
Man.
It's flooding there now?
Yep, it's flooding there now again. So
Nickham, I don't know if that's the way Hedrick is or not. I know I think he's not that close to Birmingham because I know Susan, SOC Aquatics, took him some crayfish and things one time. I think it was a few hours drive.
Are
She's
you guys
close
getting
to me.
any wind tonight, Bob?
Oh, yeah, we've been getting it all day.
Yeah. We're supposed to get up to about 80 miles an hour tonight here in the mountains. That's unusual.
It is unusual. I've got some limbs, but no trees down. When I got home from the ark, I said they'll be there in the morning. I'll get them.
I got up this morning and it was 19 degrees with about a 45-mile-an-hour wind gust. It was cold. It was cold. I never look at wind chill because just the regular temperature is always enough to scare me without counting in the wind chill. But I'll tell you what, when I stepped outside, my truck was totally covered with ice and stuff, and it was damn cold.
Listen,
Sure.
where's
Okay,
the
so where are we at? We're at $40 for Daniel.
Yeah.
40?
I
I'll do 45
oh Bob. Woo!
with a dollar sign in front of it.
With a dollar sign.
Whoever bids for Bob, make sure you use that dollar sign. That's awesome, Bob. Pam, you know, my son was in Alaska and he got used to it being cold. And after he finished his 2 years there, they transferred him to Georgia. So now he's down in Midway, Georgia, near Savannah.
Oh my God, that's hot there.
He went from extreme to extreme.
Been there, done that.
Wyoming, where I'm at in Wyoming, we're actually a lot colder than a lot of places during the winter time. A lot of times, like I remember last winter, there was at least one time where I heard on the radio that we were colder than Antarctica that day.
Ooh.
We were the coldest place in the whole
Oh.
world was Wyoming. Seriously, in the whole world, we were the coldest place.
That Jackson Hole place, I bet.
No, we get really cold from here. Well, actually, from here to Jackson Hole, yeah. From here to Jackson Hole because we're so high. Where the town that I live in is higher than Denver by quite a ways.
You're 2 miles high.
Mhm.
All right, a mile.
We
mile
usually
and a quarter.
Oh, God.
we usually run at least 10 degrees colder than Denver and Cheyenne.
That's
Wow.
because
But
you're
in the
further from the
summertime, we
equator.
were cooler than Denver and Cheyenne, so that's good then.
Do you know it, Pam?
What?
That's because you're further away from the equator.
No, it's not. It's because we're like 1,000 feet higher than Denver.
Just checking. Going once for 45. Why did I say that out loud?
Is you're reading Myrtle.
I know, but I
Spend your
don't need to
money.
be. What?
Myrtle wants you to spend your money.
Oh, I thought something was wrong with my mic again. Hmm?
What's any different from any
Joseph said you've not met his wife, Pam.
I know I'm trying really hard not to say anything about frigid bitches. I just don't want to go there.
Okay.
Because I'm too nice.
Just a sweet little lady.
I know. Huh?
I don't know. Am I muted? I
Yeah.
didn't mute myself. I
No, no.
thought y'all could hear me.
Anybody heard from Ed?
Not
Yeah,
since
good.
last night.
Someone posted that Mickham said the tornado might be headed to Chattanooga.
Oh,
Oh,
the skipper
hell no.
said $46.
Read it,
Really?
Pam.
That's just spiteful. Oh, that's not an auction bid. That's a poker stick.
He'd be laughing his ass off if I let him get stuck with that too.
No,
Hang him, Bob.
I got a good heart.
That's true, Tom. You've got a big,
shall.
good heart.
I do what I can. Do what I do. Do what I do for everybody. That is what
You
I
shouldn't be judged by who you hang out with.
No, because we wouldn't even have you on here.
Listen.
That's for sure.
You know the best thing about this? I could hit I could hit the leave studio button and I will not be hanging out with anybody.
You got an exit plan.
That's right. That's why I'm called the Hitman in the Tennessee Fish Mafia.
No one can hear me.
I wondered who that was. You're loud and clear over here, Bob.
Well, somebody's saying they can't hear me. I think they're just.
Nah, Jace is being a little shit.
That
It
they're
wasn't
just adding to
Joseph.
the show.
Oh no, I'm talking about. Um, yes, Harper.
Daniel Velez is being funny. No, it don't work like that. As much as I hate to say this, there's no sense. It's a
Pam,
dull.
do you take change? Or is
No.
it- no, you have to go all the way to 47, Daniel. I didn't think you should take change. What about if he rolls it? It's 50
I'm
pennies.
doing shit like I'm running the stream.
No costumes. What? No cent in increments. Okay. But Bill's making up the rules as he goes along.
No, he's right.
I like that. Yeah. You have no sense.
Joseph says Skipper has no sense.
Oh, he knows. He knows. I get him.
So the high bid is 46.
46, Daniel Velez. Oh, shit.
I thought you did 46.
No, he tried to do it with the 50. Yeah, I'll do it 46. I don't care. I'm not scared. Daniel Velez.
Must have found the parallel universe. 99 pennies. Right? At Walmart when there's 30 people in line.
But the bitch ain't one.
All right, going once for 46.
Is it going once at 46? Who's got it at 46?
I don't know.
Skipper.
All right, if it's Skipper, I'll go 40, 50. I'll go 50.
50 with a dollar sign.
Yes, so don't forget the dollar sign. Please.
What?
Thank you, Murdo. Now,
I'm done.
yeah, talking smack. See?
I knew it. I knew you'd do it, you little shit.
There you go.
You just let him sweat long enough. So the next bid, I'm out.
My butthole just puckered.
What's the, is $5 the difference? I guess it is.
$4.
Well, no, he'd have to go 51.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Tougher. I like it. It's a good idea.
Now, don't forget Daniel Velez. Maybe Daniel stepped out.
And Daniel Velez, he's a good bidder. I'm telling you, he's
I
bid on
know.
my art before.
Yeah, I know he is.
Daniel's a good boy, good dude. I don't want to
Yes.
say boy. He's probably like,
Yazzy's jumping up and down saying, I got a painting. I got it. Just wait a minute, Yazzie. Gosh.
Yahtzee likes winning.
Yeah, he does.
You too can be a winner.
Bob,
Especially Pam stuff. What?
Bob, I need a painting from you.
Oh, what do you need? I can do you one.
I would say from the heart, but it might be real dark. But what I'm saying is, I got a rack and a punchy paintings. Here, I need a Bob painting.
That'd be awesome if we got Bob painting.
Right? And I'm not talking colored pencils. I'm talking get the paintbrush out and do it.
What do pencils, colored pencils, are my choice of medium?
All right, I'll deal with that.
And how much am I going to get paid for it?
Nothing.
Deal with that.
You got to pay the artist. We already covered that.
Oh, since I got
You gotta
rack.
be an artist first. I will put you out there, dude. I will bring it up like, listen, I got the Bob McCullough, the Godfather artist, the one and only. You can't have this. But you can get more here. Hashtag, 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 hashtag. I'm just saying.
Y'all can't hear me anyway, Joseph. So
No, he's full of shit.
Well, I can only hear you. I'm on the StreamYard app, Bob, so I don't know if they're actually not hearing you on
No.
YouTube or not.
I can hear myself in there, so they can
Okay.
hear me.
So listen, look at Joseph's new thing.
Rack,
Joseph.
have you gotten any scam emails on your art yet?
What do you mean?
Well, there's two of them going around that I've gotten. That one of them is some guy saying that he saw my art and he's interested in, he does like buying art for new apartments and stuff, and it's a scam. And so is
Yeah.
it. There's another one that I've gotten a couple times now where a guy says he saw my art and he's looking for something for a gift for his wife for their anniversary. And I never answered either one of them because I looked them up and figured out they were scamming. But I know one time I had a guy want to buy one of my drawings, and what he did was sent me a certified check for like $2,000 over the price of the drawing, and then wanted me to mail him the $2,000. Because he said he didn't like writing small checks. His customer didn't like writing small checks, so it was for $2,000 over.
Wow.
But then what happens is,
He was laundering money, Pam. We do that in the fish mafia. I mean,
well,
I've heard of
what
people doing
happens
that.
is the certified check is no good.
Right.
And by the time, if you fell for it, by the time you
Yeah.
found out and already sent him the $2,000 back, you just lost your $2,000.
Oh, I would hold on to that $2,000.
Yeah, when I had that happen, I just took the certified check and took it right down to the bank and gave it to their security,
I'd send him the certified
along
check
with all
back.
the email addresses and mailing addresses and stuff that I had, because the banks like have a department to handle that kind of stuff.
I've not thankfully gotten that.
Well,
Or I may
we'll
have not known it. I don't read that spam type stuff. I work when I want to work for who I want to work for. So I'm
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just thought I'd throw it out there just in case, because like I say, I've been getting them again I got one today, so.
you're probably much bigger target for that than I am.
And God knows what stuff would happen to me if I did one painting and Skipper showed it off. No, thank you, Skipper.
Come on, dude. He'd be a millionaire.
He's probably right about that, Bob. But I mean, then you got more problems.
It's called a hidden talent.
Well, Skipper, I was a millionaire till I had to bid on that painting because you wouldn't bid it up.
Thanks, Mike.
Are we going once for $50 now?
I don't know.
I think we're on twice. So I think
We're
Bob
like
bought it.
5 times. 5.
I think Bob bought it.
I hope so. But what happened to Daniel?
Where'd Daniel go? Daniel out?
Daniel
Must
wandered
be. I
off.
haven't even seen him.
Daniel got smart like me.
Yep, Merdule made it official. Sold to Bob for $50.
Congratulations, Bob. That was good buy.
Yes, it was.
That was a multi-subject work.
Pam, I don't have any money though, so I'll send you a certified check.
Okay.
He'll get you later.
You can take it out of his co-host pay.
Right? Take a little bit every month, not too much though.
Listen, co-host pay means you're paying. It doesn't matter.
Got caught up in the what? Damn it, I'm gonna get that license. I'm tired of this. Tornado. Oh no.
Bob, I might have a gift for you
I like gifts.
in the near future.
Don't wait too long.
No, it won't be too long. Could you use, I don't want to burden you. You don't have to just be nice and say yes, but if you could use some saltwater fish B-roll. I may be collecting some soon.
Possibly. Possibly. I have to learn how to use it first, but yeah.
Well, I might send you some. If you figure out how you might use it, just plug it into your videos. Here's some nice underwater fish.
What other kind of fish are there?
You know, I don't know, Bob. I could tell you I might be wrong. It's from a snorkeling trip. So
Yeah.
whatever's out there, I don't know. Parrotfish.
Who did the snorkeling? Whoever.
Me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What if it shows up on yours and mine, and then I go to jail? I'll have my art. I'll be okay.
Yeah, you should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that YouTube was pretty good about sending me notification when people used my content, but it was just basically a copy of what I had done. And one guy was doing it illegally. He was just stealing everybody's stuff. He made a channel off everyone else's content.
Do you know that one day I was looking at some art, and I found out that my logo is my current logo is not original. It's slightly changed, but it jumped right off the page at me.
Did you get a strike or?
Nope, I just happened to find it and see it. So,
did you file a strike?
No, because it
Against
belonged
someone else?
it belonged to the other person, not me.
Well, like I said, it has to be exact. I mean,
Yeah, I looked and there's just a tiny little bit of color change in it, just enough maybe. But yeah, it's the
Can't do
exact.
like somebody tried doing with well, they did it. They actually got away with it, but they took one of my paintings and like flipped it.
I remember you talking about that.
And then took my name off the bottom of it.
Priscilla had something like that too. Sorry, Rick.
That's all right. I was just going to say that's plagiarism.
Yep.
You can't take an artist's name off of anything without being guilty.
What if I copy one of the missing paintings that's worth not too much, maybe 14, 18 million, and sell that? I mean, copy it.
That's been done. I'll say that.
You know, that just gave me an idea to get my million back. Skipper, what's going on?
Oh, I found my API tap water conditioner because I live in town. It gets rid of chlorine and chloramines.
What about crabs? Do anything for crabs?
I was looking for that while I was upstairs and I couldn't find the ointment for you to send it to you.
Joseph, you made a good point. There's flying fish. They're out of the water. Arowana. They jump up to get them some fruit off the trees.
And tarantulas off the tree trunks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some of my music used on another social media.
Oh, that sucks for Jewel. I'm not surprised though because it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, music, man. Wolves in the music industry.
Some of those lawsuits from like big bands and stuff are pretty cool the way they settle them or divide it up.
Did I tell you guys a ukulele company sent me a ukulele?
No.
They saw my ukulele work I was using their kits for, and they sent me a free kit.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. That was a score.
I'm going to mute this while I'm running water.
I'm going to drop down for just a minute and go get myself a drink.
I wish I had got my coffee like an hour ago. It's too late now.
Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, there's Daniel. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm thanking him because he sent me $25 to PayPal.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, way to go, Daniel.
Very nice.
Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna go get a drink. I have a Coke and I'm gonna put some Fireball in it.
The old fireball.
Yeah, good old
Sounds
Fireball. I'll
nasty,
be right
Pam.
back.
Did anybody else notice that Skipper and then Pam was leaving at the same time?
Yeah, we're both after the Fireball. That's it.
He's probably already got it. You better hurry.
I'll be right back.
Are you going to the Aquaticon rack? I think I asked you that last time.
I don't know. I told James I'm a definite maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some travel scheduled for the month of April, and things aren't back to normal yet. I don't know if it is in your world or not. And things change 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I can't plan on anything. I'd love to go. I know it's going to be awesome, and I would hate to miss the first one. There's something special about that.
I haven't got my tickets, but I need to do that. I keep forgetting. Is it just the Saturday or is it Saturday and Sunday? I need to look at it.
Yeah, we probably need a mod to post a link or something.
There's Skippy over there doing finger shadow stuff.
2 days.
Very
2 days.
talented. Oh, 2 days. You read the universal language. Was that ASL rack?
Yeah, that's what that was.
Awesome. I wish I could read that.
Well, and sometimes you just change it to bullshit if you don't know.
Right? Just
Yeah.
fill it in.
Can he can still hear. He just doesn't want us to hear him.
He heard everything I asked him. He ran over there and said, "What, Godfather? What?
But what kind of phone? I guess that's an iPhone. You got Apple earplugs there.
Yeah. It's a 13 Pro Max.
I just got one. Got the that's my beautiful wife. Got the magnet on the back.
Couldn't afford that part. Oh.
And so I'm accustomed to the pop socket wallet, and they make one for the magnet, so it worked out great for me.
I just drop mine all the time.
I'm taking mine. I got the waterproof case so I can go snorkeling and in the pond and get some underwater footage.
Nice.
I like that.
What was that? Skim milk, Skipper? Skipper.
You use that technique there, Bob? He's pouring that water on the back of his hand so he doesn't disturb the substrate.
It's going to disturb Mrs. Skipper when she sees all that water in the floor. Oh, I got one of those pictures. That's one of those old Petco things that came with fish. There's Pam.
Huh.
Came with food in them.
Pam, you good? You get fixed up?
I did.
Did you see Skipper over there?
What?
If you didn't see him, it's all good.
That's not bad.
Myrtle's already got that link in the chat. You got the best mods on the YouTubes.
Pam stole my mods. Did I ever mention that? Like every stream.
What?
I told her she needed to get her some mods, and she stole every damn one of them.
She must pay better than you.
I don't know.
So Bob kept scaring my mods off, so I needed more.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Myrtle and Mike's Aquatics and things are working hard tonight.
Yeah.
Which mods of yours did she steal? Skipper's a mod.
Skipper, Myrtle, Maria Z, Sandy Dowdy.
What?
Shall I go on, Pam?
What? Is there no loyalty?
Hey, Scott.
Bob, the pay is what lured me here. Okay. I told you I can't give any raises till after whatever happens. My life insurance. That'll be the next raise.
Do you have a regularly scheduled live stream, Bob, or are you just co-hosting?
Nope, I have two regularly scheduled.
When are yours?
One was today at 6, and Pam is my co-host.
That was
There.
nice of you, Pam.
Yeah. In fact, I don't want any credit, but I made Pam famous. I said, "Look, little girl, if you can paint like that on the camera, you're going to be a star."
That's right. Bob Ross said. When's your other one, Bob?
Sunday night is the main one, and Pam's on that as well. And we usually have 8 or 9 panelists, regular panelists. Skipper's one of them, and it's the Tennessee Fish Mafia panel. Chattanooga Ed, Stephanie,
fun.
Aquaria Life,
I'll have to watch a little bit of that.
Dee
Dee Dee, Eric Furlow,
Susie Q.
Susie Q. And we've all got our Tennessee Mafia names on there, like Susie Softail.
That is funny.
I'm the hit man.
Rum, rum, rum.
Yep. We had Dan's Fish on there last week. Sketchy. Yeah. I didn't get that till like 2 weeks later. I'm like, why sketchy? Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then we have 2 of our LFS owners. We have Ethan and Rob.
Yeah. Cool.
Seems like somebody else. Maybe that's it.
I had to change my YouTube habits a year or 2 ago. And just had to, I don't know if I was addicted or that screen time illness, but I cut out YouTube from most of the family time. No early mornings, no early evenings, no weekends. There's some exceptions, but like business hours now.
Yeah, I said her. Mike woke up. I said her, Mike. I said Aquaria Life, Stephanie. It's all right. They're good, but they're not a 10 right? Just not with it. At least not on Pam's. They just don't give her the quality that I have. Oh, and Mike's another one she stole, by the way. It's 5.
And that wind is just whipping outside my house.
It's blowing here too. It's like downright cold.
He just said, "No, you didn't. You're muted." So how did you just hear that before, Mike?
Come on, man.
Right?
Right now it's 26 degrees and the wind is blowing.
No, thank you.
I hope Mario hasn't been out all this time.
When I got up to get my drink, I heard this pitiful little meow outside, and I let him in. He was outside.
Since 6 this evening?
Yeah.
Oh, Mario. Well, no wonder he hates you, Pam. No wonder.
Yeah, we got a weather advisory going. Did anyone say they'd heard from Ed?
Yeah.
He put out a little video today where he opened up a package that somebody sent him that was full of different kinds of clay, which is awful nice of somebody.
I did see a Facebook post on that green
But
sculpted
he was in a lot of pain, and he said his back is killing him. He's not supposed to lift over 5 pounds maximum.
Yeah.
And he's got like a pillow that they gave him that he clutches. Yeah, a heart pillow that he clutches to his chest if he's got a cough or anything like that. But he said his back is really giving him a lot. And he didn't sound very good, but I was glad to see his face anyway.
Well, you know, Ed has a bad back. He talks about being disabled. I mean, it's not a secret, but it's from his back. He has a terrible back. So I'm sure it's hurting him after being on that OR table all those
That's
hours.
it. Yeah, my back killed me for a long time after I had my surgery. From them twisting and turning me around and on that
No
stupid
wonder.
table, and it was supposed to be a when I went in for it, it was supposed to be a day surgery and take 45 minutes, and it ended up taking 7 hours. I was in surgery for 7 hours, and my back for weeks and weeks afterwards, I had like a pinched nerve between my shoulder blades on the top, and my arm would go numb and tingly and hurt like hell all the way down my shoulder and into my arm. And backs hurt. Backs can cause you all kinds of pain.
At the club,
And those stupid tables that they put you on do not help your back.
no.
No, that's the least comfortable table I've ever seen.
Wonder why. Let's invent a comfortable OR table. I mean, you'd only know it for a moment, but you'd know it afterward too.
Afterward too, that's what I'm saying. That table is it's a killer. Afterwards, when you're laying there, I was so nervous about the surgery and them putting me out and all that that
If they had
I
to do
didn't notice. But I'll
CPR,
tell you what, my back knew that I laid there for 7 hours.
if they had to do CPR, they could throw that backboard right off the cart like we used to do in a bed. Throw it right behind you. I might pursue that.
My last surgery, they told me we need to give you some oxygen before we give you the anesthesia. So breathe this oxygen real deep, then we'll give you the anesthesia. And they lied, Bob. The oxygen was the anesthesia. And I was sucking that stuff down. About 2.5 breaths, I didn't remember anything. And I woke up, I had some memory loss, some long term memory loss, but I remember they lied to me about that oxygen.
Short term.
Lied to me.
I've heard of that happening before to people.
Well, I became
Anesthesia.
famous because they were using cameras during the surgery, like little cameras to watch what they were doing. And it was supposed to be like I say, it was supposed to be about a 45-minute surgery, and there was supposed to be 2 holes in my stomach, and I ended up with 6 holes in my stomach
What?
and a 7-hour surgery. And the film was playing in the nonstop in the break room, and all the doctors and nurses were watching it. I was like, I have a famous gallbladder.
Yeah. They were wanting them to see what not to do. Don't do this
And
to
then
your
when I had to go
gallbladder.
in for the second surgery, they to a different hospital. They sent me down to Colorado, and they were watching it in their break room too because the nurses were talking about it to me. Wow,
Myrtle has
that was
posted some
amazing.
good info. Myrtle says if you want to send Ed a card or something to get in touch with Rico.
Oh, okay.
Rico has really kind of just evolved into becoming a lot of the glue that holds the fish family, what I start to say, apart together when things happen like this. Did that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I thought of the word community hub when you were saying that. He dove in there, he got to know everybody, and
Yeah.
he's got some witty humor. Everyone loves to hang out with Rico.
Him with live stream would live her colonoscopy if they would let her, which belongs to you, Pam. If we get a copy of it, that would really be cool. We could watch your surgery while you're cracking jokes.
Yeah, that was not my surgery. Was not the best experience. They were like, it was supposed to be 45 minutes and then a couple hours in recovery, and then my daughter was going to bring me home. And instead, it was 7 hours in surgery and a week and a half in the hospital. And after a week and a half, they came in the room. The doctor came in the room with a nurse behind him with a clipboard and stuff, and he says, "Well, you're going to have a second surgery to get because I had gallstones, so in my liver and stuff. So, but he said it's going to be fair. He says we've got a really really good doctor that's all he does. He's an expert at it, and he says he's from um, down by Fort Worth and in Colorado, and he said he's a really good doctor, and it'll just be a day surgery. And as soon as that surgery's done, you'll be able to go home finally. Because I'd been telling him I just want to go home. So as soon as that surgery's done, within like 12 hours, you'll be able to go home. And I'm great. When can he do it? And they said, oh, he's going to do it tomorrow morning. And I was like, okay, cool. And you have to go to Colorado. It's like, what? So they took me by ambulance to Colorado, and they did the surgery, and then they told me, well, you can go home now. And I'm like, how am I going to get home? I'm in Colorado. It's just, my truck's at the hospital in Wyoming. It was fun. It was just fun.
Patrick Hardy said, hello, Night Owls. Bob the Tennessee Podfather.
Hi, Patrick.
Leave my Patrick, I'm glad you're here because she has been giving myself, Skipper, and Rack all kinds of grief. And you're one of the few people she'll listen to. And don't forget, I'm still holding your fish here, so. Big old laugh.
Oh, Susan. Hi, Susan. I didn't see you sneak in.
I don't see Susan. Where's Susan?
Hey, Susan.
Dodge tornado
Hey, Patrick.
tonight. Well, stay safe, Susan.
Everybody, yeah, be safe. Hunker down.
What the hell? I don't see Susan. Oh, way up there. Hey, Susan. Dodging tornadoes. Hey, Susan, is Patrick there where the tornadoes are? Nickham was asking a while back, and I'm not sure. I said that you had driven over there, but I thought he was a couple hours away from your area. I don't really know. There's a playlist.
Yep. Everybody remember, when you go to bed tonight, go to the bird garden and pick out a playlist. Don't do the 24-hour live stream because it does not count on as hours. You got to do one of the playlists. And there's some there that are pretty short with a lot of shorts in them, but there's a couple there that'll last through the night because I did it like a month or so ago.
Thanks, Pam.
Tonight. And I'm going to do it again tonight, but it would sure help with more if a lot of people did it. Just like I say, get it started playing before you go to bed, and when you get up in the morning, you've added like 8 hours or whatever to his time. So,
And if you stay awake and listen, it'll make your life better.
Not much chance of that. She'll be liquored up.
It needed to be said, Bob. I don't care if you're awake or not. You can get it by osmosis. It's a great production. I put my heart and soul into it. I do it all for the viewers. That's so nice of you to say that, Pam. It was funny. I got a YouTube notification congratulating me for 10,000 hours of watch time. And I only have like 1.8 thousand hours of countable watch time toward the partnership program. So
that's why I say we all need to go in and watch and
crazy.
Turn a playlist on before you go to bed at night, and we'll get them there real quick.
Yeah, let's get that knocked out. Enjoy something and learn along the way.
Patrick, I may Yeah, backstep on that if she doesn't start treating me a little better.
Well, I don't know what you two
Patrick,
have cooked up between you.
it's cooked up between us, but you need to be nice. Patrick is 2.5 hours away. Some tornadoes went through Alabaster, which is in between us. But that's good. It didn't hit directly. Thank God for that.
Pam, have you ever done any geocaching out there?
I actually have. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun for free.
Yeah. One of my daughters is really into it, and a couple times when she's visited, we've gone out and found them. It was fun.
I made some what they call travel bugs that just move from geolocation to geolocation, and if people log them, they keep track of the log and put
Yeah.
dots on a
Yeah.
map.
Yep.
I've got some Bird Garden channel and River Life channel travel bugs with tens of thousands of miles on them.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
one's been through Asia and is now in Europe.
I didn't do that, but I left like business cards and some stuff like that in the boxes.
Scott,
Or Chanel.
that is true because I researched the shorts, and it does say that in the criteria.
That's also true, Scott. For me, I've got shorts with 20,000, 30,000 views.
Yep.
Doesn't count toward the hours. So I stopped making shorts.
Oh, shorts don't count towards your watch hours?
Oh,
No, they did draw a lot of subscribers, however. So they were good to get subscribers, but they don't count toward watch hours.
Hmm.
they got me 14 the last 28 days. Ran it up.
That's good.
I'm worried about Skipper. But and he did that thinking that I would think he couldn't hear me. You see how he's walking with his back. How stiff he is.
I didn't realize that about shorts, so I'll quit kicking myself for not doing more of them.
You need to kick yourself for not doing any videos for like 7 years.
I'm probably gonna. It hasn't been 7 years. I'm gonna do a couple of shorts with the puppy though, to show off her new outfits, her coat, and
Uh,
her little bibs.
Oh, that stuff's killer. That's viral stuff there.
yeah, you know what'd be cool since she looks like a little space dog is like get a copyright strike, but it'd be fun while it lasts. Like the MTV logo and do the spacesuit thing.
Yeah, she has a little coat that's all shiny. It looks like a spacesuit when she wears it, like an astronaut outfit.
I wish Jess was in
How,
here.
what's the deal on the music though? If you do like 15 seconds and 15 seconds of music, can they copyright you on that? Because I know there's like you can get away with like so many seconds of music, but I'm not sure how long it is.
You can't, Pam. There's hounds out there that are just looking on behalf of the music owners to put a strike on you, and the
E-
burden of proof is on you.
Even if it's like 15 seconds.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, music sucks. Go to YouTube Music or buy a license. What's the one? Epidemic Sound. I bought Epidemic Sound, and it's a monthly subscription, and I can use all of their music on my YouTube videos. Otherwise, it's music is just horrible. I sometimes still get a strike, or it's not a strike; it's a claim,
yeah,
and I have to
I got a
send them a
claim
copy of my
on
license.
I got a claim on one of mine because while I was talking, I was in my truck, and while I was talking, the radio was on.
Yes. Background music. So
And
that
it
cuts
made
out a
me
lot of
laugh
live
to hear it.
venues.
But
Yeah.
I thought there was a certain amount of seconds that you can get away with. But
Well, the fair use, YouTube, if someone makes a claim and there are people searching with computers for music that is recognizable, because if the claim is made and justified, any funds recovered, they get a cut from.
Mm.
So they're like headhunters.
I'm not get into that.
I've owned a license through Epidemic Sound, and every so often I get this claim, and it's odd because whoever files the claim is supported by YouTube, not the creator. So they just want to make sure no creator is stealing music.
Susan made the point too that you can't monetize the shorts. That's very true. Won't even let you do it if you try.
not even Bob shorts.
Well, my shorts are always
Not
fair,
even the ones with fish on them
fair market. Yep.
or hearts. What about cowboys and Indians?
Fish streams, no mermaid was moving out. I never had any like that, Pam. I always had. Oh, I'm thinking about pajamas when I was little.
Good night, Cookie.
Let's see.
Good night.
Gonna be poor.
The cowboys and Indians used to be really popular, you know.
I had some that had beavers on them. Remember that? They were like light blue and they had piping on them. You know how kids stuff used to have that, and they had beavers on them. Probably some famous beaver. That beaver was famous 60 years ago. Bob,
I'm
you
not
have.
gonna touch that. I'm not gonna say that I've had shorts with beavers on them.
I don't have short shorts, Joseph. I never liked short shorts. I have the long basketball rayon ones that are baggy that go down to my knees and below. No short shorts for me. Daisy Dukes is what I think Rat calls them.
Daisy Dukes, definitely.
I couldn't ever figure out what they were talking about. It was like a switch of a whole different chat about the dark won't keep it up or something.
Yeah.
And Mike agreed with you, Pam, when you said it hadn't been 7 years. He said it'd been 10.
Oh,
Did Myrtle say he got a strike or a claim against his music that he wrote, his original music, somebody tried to claim? Unbelievable.
no, he said somebody like stole it and he had to put in a claim on it.
Did you give us a nice settlement of that, Myrtle? I just want to know for educational purposes. You weren't supposed to get that fast.
And Patrick Hardy, I love the Red Winged Blackbird, and that's why that painting is there. But it does remind me of Germany too. And I went to the former in Berlin, the place where the wall was. Of course, the wall was down when I was there, and it was just great to know that the wall wasn't there. I wasn't aware of the different classes of people going there. I was actually visiting an invisible people group, so I was surfing classes. There was no boundaries when I was there. It was a pretty cool trip. It was during the Euro. It was during the Euro Cup or the World Cup one, and Germany lost. And I swear, I mean, it was a soccer game, which I'm an American 60-year-old. That doesn't mean a lot to me. That's just generational. But it was a day of mourning in Germany. It was one day normal Germany. The next day, everyone's walking around with their shoulders and their head down because Germany lost a soccer game and they were out of the Euro Cup or World Cup. Amazing. cultural differences.
Which time, Mardell? What was I saying? I couldn't hear what you said. What was I saying? I don't know. But you know, Joseph Stanley, no, I would never wear these shorts on a bicycle. It'd be a good way to flip over. Too baggy. Skipper may wear a see-through skirt. Okay. I would super chat not to say that. Shorts for Staples. Mike and Mardell keep trying to bring up the Staples story. Lots of cool
Have
things.
you heard the Staples story, Rack?
I
You
was
heard it.
afraid to ask, but no, I haven't.
Bob needs to tell it right now.
No, I got to get up and feed my fish. I don't have time to tell anecdotal.
It
Oh,
sounds
man,
like
stories.
a doozy.
It's really not.
he was going to test out a stool for a desk that he was looking at.
I'll tell it.
Yeah, you tell it. You tell it better.
I got one of the standing desks, right? And so I was waiting on a certain, they call them stools, but it's an elevated chair with a back and all that. It's a stool with a back. So I was trying different ones out. And when I went to get up on it, I went and found someone to help me at Staples. She starts laughing when I'm getting up there, and I'm thinking, "Oh, that's cool," making fun of an old man trying to climb on a stool. And I followed her eyes, and my slides had caught on the bottom of the leg of the pants I was wearing, and like sport pants, waistband, like all those old men wear, and pulled them down so that you could see about half my cheek. Of course, I had my boxer shorts were on. And so she was laughing, and so I got back down and pulled them up. And they're commissioned. So needless to say, when I went back to get it, I made sure I got somebody else. But I'm teasing. But no, that really did happen. So they probably sold that footage all over the place. If you see that, Rack, let me know. Restore security. Look at Mike. That really happened.
Well, there you go. There's your viral video.
Yeah, if I could just get my hands on it. I think showing off his skid marks. Oh, yeah, they got a million jokes off of it. And you know what's really, really sad is that I've had so many cool things better than that happen to me since then, but I learned my lesson here. Do not share your stories here.
They don't die, that's for sure.
No, they live on. They take on a life of them.
They take on a life of their own.
Of their own. My shorts just get way too much attention.
Pam, were you in the live stream today when I talked about collaborating with Ashby over at Charleston Fossil Adventures on a birding trail he's launched?
Yes, I was.
Somebody in the chat just asked me if I'd seen the bird that Texas is featuring this month, the painted bunting.
That sounds pretty.
Oh, Bob, I'm looking for a picture right now.
Oh, they are pretty. They're really pretty.
I actually included the bird on the collaboration on the Low Country Birding Trail because I've seen the painted bunting in Charleston. It's amazing is what it is. It's unbelievable. You don't have to be a bird watcher to appreciate those brightly colored ones.
I do. You know what's sad is I probably haven't sat in that chair 3 times. That was probably a year ago, right? It's got a bunch of towels, folded towels sitting in it now in the bedroom. So is skipping, not talking to everyone. He's trying to see how long before he's in excruciating pain with his back injury. I think. Little sarcasm.
The Bob wants me to talk.
I hear every now and then. I think I hear something like the ghost of Skipper mumbling. Did you say something, Skipper?
No.
No.
I thought I heard it again.
Want me to?
See, I'm not watching the pictures. I'm just reading the chat. That's where the action's at. Well, I'm really fascinated with the connection between birds and reptiles.
Yeah.
And,
What do you think
and
about that?
well, I think if I had maybe another 30 years that I would get involved in those studies, but I don't. I've got about 27 years. So
I don't believe they're that closely related.
you don't? I know
No.
you said that.
No. Well, see, here's my two stumbling blocks. I've not been able to find a layman accessible explanation for cold-blooded versus warm-blooded and complete respiration system versus incomplete respiration system. And that simply birds breathe in air and they consume 100% of the oxygen and they exhale. Humans and reptiles breathe in oxygen and they exhale some oxygen. They only use some of what they breathe in. So the work isn't complete. It's too big of a jump. There's no bridge. And I think science is stunted if we skip answering major questions like that because we've already decided. And then it becomes more of a religious belief than science. And
See,
I
that's
really
where
like science.
You're right.
that's where I need to get my degrees, and so I can study intelligently. No comment, Skipper.
Work it
And
out for me, Bob.
work it out for myself. Yeah. Mike wants to hear the dildo story. See, that's why I never tell them anything.
Yeah, I want to hear the dildo story too.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta interject here.
Go
He
ahead.
says that I should never told that story, but yet he does.
I already told him
Y'all
now.
know it's a comic relief.
The cat's out of the bag now, Skipper.
You guys see that slide I shared, or is it just my screen?
Yeah,
No, I didn't see it. I didn't know.
LBT. Yeah.
That's that low country birding trail, and the painted bunting is the one in the lower left.
Oh, wow.
And the pileated woodpecker, the one Pam mentioned earlier, is the one on the lower right.
I'm seeing 4 birds. Is that 3 or 4?
3. And the upper left is a big great blue heron.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
But that painted bunting is amazing for an eastern bird.
It really is. And
Uh,
what's their natural range?
well,
Texas?
they nest here, and then in the winter they migrate south. So we would call them a neotropical migrant. So Central America, Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico in the wintertime, but up here in the summertime for breeding.
I've never seen one of those.
The first time I ever saw one, and it was a little outside of its range, they're more coastal, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, was in Chattanooga. It had come to someone's bird feeder in Chattanooga. And I drove down and saw it.
Wow. I have been hearing birds for spring, of course, and the snow got them. I mean, came in on them, but it was melted in one day. So, but yeah, I've heard more birds this spring than I remember several years hearing. So I
I'm
hope
not hearing them here yet, but we're still getting like nights in the single digits. So
the robins are jumping around here. Are they there, Rex?
Yeah.
Yep.
We had a few over winter, but now they're moving through. Migration is happening. So you might be in a delayed flyway out there, Pam, but we saw swallows yesterday. So when the
Wow.
swallows get here, they open the door. They open the migration door. Here they come.
now, when I lived in Montana, I haven't seen very many here, but when I lived in Montana, I could always tell two ways I could tell spring was close. The first thing was when the trumpeter swans would stop by the lagoon on their way up north. Even if there was like snow and the lagoon was totally frozen over with ice, when I saw them in the spring, I knew spring was close because they were heading north. And the other bird that was always first in the spring was the mountain bluebirds.
Oh,
Mountain bluebirds showed up, I knew it was spring.
I haven't seen any bluebirds yet, but I haven't looked closely for them.
we had them all winter, and they didn't leave. Now we've got them nesting on the front porch. I think it's the same couple that nested on the back fence last year. They got an upgraded house.
I wish
Regular
they would.
regular bluebird or a mountain bluebird?
Eastern bluebird.
Eastern bluebird.
Mm-hmm.
They always nest
They're
across
a
the
whole
road.
lot bigger than they got the red on them and stuff, but
Yeah, beautiful.
I just got just extremely fond of those little mountain bluebirds. I just kind of fell in love with them.
You've painted them, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they
Pam, I
used
need
to
to.
nest in trees, and we cut the trees down, and then they nested in fence posts, and then we stopped being an agricultural nation, and so they are really appreciative of the artificial nest boxes we put out.
There's my level one.
That's a great looking fish.
Yeah, it is. I think it was. I was looking for something that I could use that was free for a thumbnail, and then I just decided to take some pictures of fish. Slow down a minute. So I got some in the can, but I saw it on there, one of those places. So exactly the pose, everything.
Huh? You still have those fish?
I have one. One of them.
What kind is it? A scarlet what?
It's a dragonet.
A dragonet.
I don't think is it scarlet?
I don't know.
No, you know what it is because you said it once when I couldn't think of it.
I know, but I've slept since then.
Me too.
That's the mountain bluebird.
Red ruby dragonet.
Red ruby. That's the mountain bluebird.
Yep.
That's
Red on the
gorgeous.
How come it's not a red winged bluebird?
The mountain bluebird.
But it's got red wing.
Oh, it's kind of a brownish wing,
It's inconsistency in naming them.
brown feathers, but it doesn't have any red on its chest or anything. They're mostly blue. And then the females are a real pretty gray with blue feathers.
I was going somewhere and I forgot where. Oh, now I know. No.
But they're a little tiny bird. The mountain bluebirds are real small, but they're real cute.
I may not have ever seen one of those. I don't think it's on my life list.
Really?
Yep.
You need to go to Montana.
Never been there.
I used to see them too in Yellowstone Park. If you ever go to Yellowstone Park, watch
Got it on the
the
bucket
documentaries
list.
for the mountain bluebirds.
Don't go when that volcano, that super volcano, is going to erupt under there.
I don't know. I had somebody like, I don't remember if it was one of my kids or somebody sent me a deal saying, they said, "Oh my God, you need to watch this video. The volcano's about Yellowstone's going to blow real soon." So I go
It's
click on
scary.
this video. It was a YouTube video, and this guy is like, he's like sitting in his trailer with his hat pulled down over so you can't see his eyes, doing these conspiracy theories, right?
The sun was in my
And
eyes.
he
Give me
said
a break.
that he said that the volcano was going to blow, and then he showed a video for proof, and he said it was a buffalo leaving on a dead run, leaving the park because animals always know when something like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Except the thing is that I have been to Yellowstone so many times that I recognized exactly where the buffalo were at, and they were running back into the park.
yeah.
So
Well,
there
you
you
know-
go.
You know that scientifically they have proven, and there is It must be on YouTube because that's where I get all my educational material. About the volcano that is under there.
Oh yeah, Yellowstone Park is one big volcano.
Yep, and it's
The whole
gonna
park.
blow. Pam, check your what you call them things. If you don't get a dingy dingy,
The what?
you know your money, PayPal,
Oh, okay.
going to pay
Well,
for this
you
stuff,
never know what I'm going to do when you tell me to check my thingy, Bob.
right?
Right?
That works stupid.
And yes, and you sent some extra. Thank you, Bob.
Don't say that in front of Skipper, damn it.
Okay. Thank you, Bob.
Don't
Thank you.
want to.
What?
I told you to
That's
do
gonna
that.
be the rest of my stuff going in the mail tomorrow because I've been having to wait because I didn't have any money for mailing. I
Well, I
got
hope
one
some
more
of it's
bag, which is mostly horses that need to go into the mail.
leave old faithful instead of faithful. Well, I hope my stuff is part of it.
Yes, it is, and I'll add your new one
Hmm.
to it too.
Hmm. I don't
Pam, I
know that
have
much.
seen a mountain bluebird.
Yeah, they aren't that rare over here. I see them here in Wyoming too, but I know I'd see them in Yellowstone Park, but in the um, if you go in between Livingston and Gardner, you got to drive through Pleasant Valley, which has like mountains on both sides. And in the spring, I just turn and head up into the hills, and I just start. Everywhere was mountain bluebirds. I mean, they were just like little dashes of blue everywhere.
I saw one, at least one in Evergreen, Colorado, the 29th of
Hmm.
July, 2016. So they're probably breeding over there.
I'm gonna get you, Mike.
They are really cute birds. Like I say, I kind of fell in love with them when I lived in Montana because they
Yeah.
are so cute.
Just expect it, Mike.
They
I'm gonna
eat
get you.
bugs.
Yep, and they're about the size of like a sparrow. They
Hmm.
aren't real big, but they're really cute.
Yeah, they definitely are half the size of a robin. I mean, probably the same size as our song sparrow, which is really common.
It's a good idea. Fish Streams. Did you see what Fish Stream said, Rack, about a
No,
bird description, bird app?
which one?
Fish Streams, like four from the bottom.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. You should make a bird description. Oh, yeah. So Cornell has one, and I'll recommend it to everybody. It's called Merlin, Merlin.
Ooh,
Fantastic. Download it for free. It's
I think
awesome.
I will.
It's awesome
I
for
think I will.
beginners. You cannot beat it. I mean, it's so intuitive. I think they ask you 3 questions, and it's basically the size, color, and shape. And I've used it, and I'm really impressed with the simplicity versus the accuracy that's delivered.
Merlin. Okay. You know what you did, Mike. You know what you did. Oh, a tornado in Shelby County. I hope that stuff's
Thank you,
not
Myrtle, for
coming
that
in.
link.
I hate tornadoes. Tornadoes scare me.
Yeah. Well, you
But
know
I
what?
grew
The
up in
woods around
Oregon.
my
We
house
didn't
look like.
have tornadoes in Oregon.
Somebody made a post today. You may be familiar with it. That it's houses falling on people weather. Some of you need to stay in.
Hmm.
The reference to the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, you sent Pam a bird and she drew it? What the hell? Size, shape, and color. My doctor asked me that once. Joseph Stanley. Joe Stanley. You know what you did, Mike. You know what you got me to say out loud in front of these ladies. Mm-hmm. I thought it was just the four of us here.
Well, I'll be right back because I'm going to go make a cigarette.
can't stand it. I gotta look and see if Skipper got it too. See?
Where did Skipper go?
I don't know, but there you go.
Hmm. Well, I will be right back.
Right.
So, like, keep
I'm
racking
here.
while I'm gone.
Be careful. Pam's afoot. Ooh.
What do you think about that, Bob? Skipper's off camera and Pam's gone completely.
Yeah. I think it's odd. It's happened a few times now. But
I would have never thought. You put me onto that.
oh, I don't miss
It,
much.
you need better. Don't let him fool you, Rack.
You think I've got him full?
You are talking about Bobby Bacola, the Codfather there, you know.
That's right.
I know, but yet I am the hitman.
That was funny when Dan said he came on because the Codfather asked and he knocked his knees. Skipper was on the panel. Kind of funny. Oh my God, I went all the way in there and came back with my food with no pipette to serve it with. Gazzy, you're supposed to be helping me and my
When I do
daughter.
that now, Bob, which is often, I just think, well, I'm getting my steps in, maybe a few extra.
Oh, they didn't put that many miles on this new hip rack. Not that many miles,
Limited warranty, huh?
apparently. Yeah. All the cats are up all of a sudden. Yep. What are you doing, Skipper, by the way? Oh, wait a minute. I will be seeing my shorts. There we go. Got awful quiet.
Skipper didn't answer you. I think he's pouring some Fireball for Pam.
Yep. Stirring it up. Yep. I want to know what he's doing to that tank if he ever sits back down. I'd say he's laying in the floor in agony, all that walking back and forth and carrying that water and stuff. Just a guess.
He had those tanks looking good, though.
Yep. He can lay down on the floor and admire them. Been there. Been there.
Say hi to Pam for us, Skipper, is what Joseph Stanley said.
Joseph's on top of things.
Yeah, he's paying attention.
He is. He knows the assignment.
What kind of beer are you going to have? Aquarium's maintained by Andy. Skipper had an IPA on the shelf behind him tonight.
You guys know I can still hear you when I'm gone, right?
Well, you don't have to thank us for all the compliments we paid you if that's true.
Thank you, Pam.
You're trying to build up your ego a little bit, Pam. Cheer you up a little. I'm really starting to like my little new Cuban cichlid. He's mean as hell, I'll tell you that. Assertive.
There's a cool fish, Bob.
Here's a cool fish. Oh,
Your
here.
Cuban fish. I painted some Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah. Yeah, he
sent
has.
me a picture of his, and I painted them.
Did you?
Yeah.
I sure miss him. I go back and reference. In fact, I looked at 2 of his videos about the Cuban cichlid after I got it.
He's got had a great pair.
Yep. It's getting a little feisty with these fat gobies, but There's still 3 times it says. The millions went to bed during all of that. They turn in early.
No.
What'd you say, Skipper? I think Skipper's having a seance or something. Something's going on. Hey, Nelson.
Yeah, he's got something going on.
And Pam's got. I don't even think that's Pam. I think that's just a picture.
Patrick says, I want that painting behind Rack.
Better be careful what you wish for.
Patrick.
Good night, Susan.
Good night, Susan. Sorry for the language, but I thank Mike for that later.
Mike, he pulled you right in there, didn't he, Bob?
He did. Started talking about dildos, and I didn't know Susan was in there. Yep. Dang. These things are acting like they haven't eaten in 24 hours. Are you taking any requests, Rack, musically?
Yeah, I take requests all the time, Bob. I just don't play them because I don't know them.
I don't blame you.
I would play them. I'm a very compliant guy. I just don't know any songs. What song would you request, Bob?
Anything early Janis Joplin.
Yeah, I don't know anything by her, but I know this one.
My favorite song by her is the Oh Lord, Won't You Buy Me a Mercedes?
Yeah,
That was
that's
a
a
great
good
one.
one.
That was probably my favorite too.
Yeah,
It just
My
I
doesn't
friends
love
all
have
that
drive
any.
song.
Porsches.
It doesn't have any music though, does it?
No, she just sings it.
But you could make up music, right?
You ever listen to Elvis Presley?
Oh God! If Doug Gray sent me one, he sent me 100 Elvis Presley songs and stuff. Yes.
Shaped a generation. Unbelievable how music has the power to do that. I'll play
Doug.
you a few chords from an Elvis song, see if you can figure out which one it is.
Oh, I'm sure I could.
Did
Are
you get
you?
it?
I thought I did, but are you playing that at the correct? What's it called? Tempo or speed or?
Yep. Speed was
Oh,
there, but the key may be a little variable.
I thought I knew what it was at first, but then I couldn't think of it. My mother used to play that. What is that? Can't think of the name of it, but she had all of his albums up to when I was a
You're gonna
kid.
make me sing, aren't you, Bob?
Well, if you say the words, I'll know it, right?
Right away. You'll say, "Oh yeah, yeah." You just played it like crap, but I know that song.
Pam should know. She was one of those girls that was. She was it.
I never liked Elvis. I had so many
What?
friends that were absolutely had posters of him everywhere, and I never really liked him.
Were you a counterculture? Yeah, girl, Pam.
Here you go, Bob. I'm gonna give you one word, and you'll pick it up. You ready?
Yes.
Wise.
Wise men say only fools rush in.
Yep.
Yeah, only fools rush in. So,
Yep.
this ukulele group, what they do, you didn't recognize it because they minimize everything. They take everything straight
Oh,
to the beginner level.
yeah.
So if you know a few chords, you can bang around on
'Cause I really did think I knew it, and then I'm like, nope. I
it.
got to see what you're saying. Pam, you just lost so many subs.
Fish Stream says Patrick Hardy is admiring my paintings. Thank you so much, Patrick.
I'll quote a short part of a verse from a song and see if you guys can get it.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites, if I can remember it now. It's cold-hearted orb that rules the night, steals the colors from our sight. Red is gray and yellow white, but we decide which is right and which is an illusion.
That's an Elvis song?
No,
Oh,
I was waiting for you guys to guess what song it is. Come on, Rack, you know that one, don't you?
Red is White.
Not right away.
Red is White.
It's a Moody Blues.
Yeah, I had all of their stuff.
Nights in White Satin.
No. That was my favorite song when I was a freshman. What's the name of the song?
Nights in White Satin.
It's not.
It's not?
No, you got those confused, Pam, I believe.
Well, it's a Moody Blues song. I know that.
There you go. Somebody look at those lyrics and so Pam doesn't go to her grave or the nursing home on the way thinking
I'll look it up right now.
that
I
that's
know I got the words right.
they'll put you in the room with some
They
old
had
gal.
they had some of the neatest verses on their songs.
Yeah, they did. I love the Moody Blues. My mother hated it. I could only play this stuff when she wasn't home.
Cold-hearted orb that rules the night.
Cold-hearted orb that rules the night removes the colors from our sight. Red is gray and yellow white, but we decide which is right and which is an illusion.
Yep.
And that's the last of the last verse of Nights in White Satin.
See, I was right. God damn it, Bob.
Well, I didn't ever memorize the last part of the verse.
That was the good pull, Pam. That was a good trivia question. That was like the last sentence. That was the end of the song.
Yeah. I call whatever.
I was right, though. See,
You were
I was
right. That damn time. It's about time.
Pam scores.
And what else you got, Pam? What other song?
I don't know. That's just like one of my favorite lines from any song ever.
I mean, it is really raining and blowing here. My electricity went off last night like at 1 a.m, and I'm sitting here doing something on my phone, getting ready to feed fish. And I'm like, well, I've got half a battery on that phone. I can always go to the truck and charge it. So let the party begin. I mean, I couldn't feed the fish because I had no lighter. But it came on in like 2 hours.
I'll be right back. I'm going to check on Skipper.
All right. Put a cold compress on him. My dad was a bluegrass man. Old timer at 49. I wish Pam was 49 again. Are you working on any other drawings, Pam?
Yeah, I am. I could like quote some words from another favorite song, but you'd never recognize it because not that many people listen to them. Kind of a cult thing. I wonder how many people in chat would know him.
It might surprise you.
Please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground. I'd rather have them cut me up and pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane. The blind can have my eyes, and the deaf can take both my ears if they don't mind the size.
I think you said that one before. There's some guy that died was a
Yeah, he died from COVID in 2020.
yeah. I didn't know who he was, but several people did.
Anybody guess it? Nobody. Nope, it's not a rap song. It's kind of like
Hands rapping.
my mom stopped by one time when I was playing one of his albums, and my mom and my older brother that passed away, they stopped by, and I had that album on, and my mom asked me, she says, "What kind of music is that?" She
Yeah.
says that it sounds kind of almost country, but it's not really country. And my brother Bill got it perfect. He said it's like bluegrass, but real heavy on the grass. It's John Prine. For anybody out there who knows John Prine, he was really great.
He was. I think
Didn't
he was.
know
I
that.
would consider him a folk artist.
Yeah, yep.
John Prine, he sang what they called 10 o'clock music. Music where at that time of night everybody loves you.
Yeah. Well,
And that was he loved
Oops.
everybody. He was all about the community.
yeah, he didn't have that great of a voice, but man, he wrote some songs, I'll tell you what. Some really, really good songs that made you think.
Jesus.
Storyteller. He was a storyteller.
I'm about to give up on this before it falls in the tanks. How was Skipper?
He's gonna be all right.
Throw some compresses on him. I bet you he'll come up from there. Some cold ones.
He has got those tanks looking good. Now, you're feeding now, right, Bob?
I am.
Oh, this is the coolest thing ever. This is a night in the life of fish keepers.
Yep.
This is Pam. I don't know how you've done it. If you tried to sell the show, nobody would buy it. But once you're a part of it, you're galvanized.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watch Mr. Ballin all the time. He's good.
Yeah, who was that I asked? Said Mr. Ballin. Oh, it was in Rob 93's chat, and because his windows look like just like something that would be window dressing, pun intended, of a Mr. Ballin story. And he's like, "Who's Mr. Ballin or McBallin?" And I'm like, "He's only got 60 million subs. You don't know who he is?"
Yeah, really.
And he was like, "Bob is cooler than I am." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll dance on that."
Youngsters, they don't understand.
I posted the link in there. He's grown so fast, and once you watch him, you're addicted. I mean,
Well, I'm looking him up right now. What's he do?
he just tells stories.
He tells like true stories of like awful things that have happened to people and stuff.
And some of them you may have heard before or seen on the news, but he puts the way he tells them is his art, and it's not his voice. He was a special ops Marine and all that stuff in Afghanistan, but he's totally different now than that. You know what you would think. Mr. Ballin.
I have seen him. It's been a long time, so he's skyrocketed, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
5 million subscribers.
Yeah, 5.66 is what he had this evening. And there's that other one that I asked Chappie about. Now, if you want the voice, is Let's Read. Let apostrophe S. Let's Read. I think he's coming up on 1,800,000.
I started watching him. He's good too.
He is good, isn't he? He's
Mhm.
got a cat, and if it does anything, he'll stop. You never see him. I don't think anyone's ever seen him, but which adds to the mystery of the voice. But yeah, he's good, and he does like topics like, oh, somebody looked in my window at a motel, or somebody followed me home from school, or and his stories. A lot of them are from his listeners. Send them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of
800,000
creepy pasta
subscribers.
stuff. Oh my God, you would have laughed so hard, Rack, if you would have seen. I have like, we always have like I have a group chat going with my kids, like all the time on Facebook, and
Yeah, we have one of
just
those.
add stuff all the time. We, just kind of ramble a lot at each other. Sometimes it'll go a couple days with nobody saying anything, and then people send pictures and stuff. But anyway, it's in group chat, and my daughter Courtney said something. This was like a couple weeks ago. She said something about I forget what they were talking about, but she said you could always get a Discord account.
Yeah.
And my son Tucker was like, "Oh my God, you're such a nerd. You use Discord?" And he was giving her a bad time, right? And I said, "I'm on Discord." I said, but only because that's where us mods for the King Frostmere channel use Discord, and we talk to each other while we're modding and talk about whether somebody should be banned or not, or warned or whatever, and send jokes to each
Wow,
other and stuff on Discord.
that sounds rude.
And Tucker was like, "What? You mod on King Frostmare's channel?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "You never told any of us that." And I said, "Well, it never came up before." And he's like, "Oh my God, my mom has a secret life where she mods on a channel like King Frostmare." I was like laughing so hard. He was like, "She's like a super agent or something."
So he approved. He approved.
And then my other daughter Jessie, she says, "Yeah," she says, "I stopped by Dad's house. My first husband, my only husband actually, my ex." Says, "I stopped by Dad's house and I had to fix his computer for him because he accidentally turned the screen sideways, so he just turned the whole monitor sideways because he couldn't figure out how to undo it. And my mom's modding for King Frostmare." Oh, I was laughing so hard I had tears running down my face.
Yeah, I was at a youth event with my kids, and some music started playing, and I stood up and started dancing. Because sometimes when there's good music, it's
Yeah.
not uncommon for people to dance. And my middle child, my youngest daughter, screamed with their hands in the air, "You're ruining my life!"
Those middle children, I'll tell you.
What's the oldest?
Skipper woke up.
And Tucker said something else to me the other day that was cracking me up. What was it? Oh, he was talking about one of his plecos, and he said basically all it is a mouth and an anus. And I was kind of laughing about that. And then he said, "Actually, I'm surprised you never dated him, Mom." Oh my God.
There's no compliment in that.
Oh. I have rather poor taste in men, which is why I don't date and I'm single now.
She says to the 3 men in her live stream.
You should do online dating, Pam.
No. I
Yeah.
just don't want to do it at all.
I've got a T-shirt that's got a wire with birds all across it, and it says "online dating."
Oh my God, one of the worst things that Tucker ever said to me. Oh my God, I'd have to just give you a little backstory though. Like I was married to the older kids' dad and got divorced, and I lived with this guy for a while and had my youngest child. And I was down in LA, and his whole family was in LA. And every time we got in a fight, and I told him I was going to end up leaving him if he didn't quit doing drugs and shit. And he told me that was fine, but I couldn't take my daughter with me. So when I left him, I left while he was at work and just grabbed what I could and left and took my daughter with me. So there was that. And then the next person I lived with was on Cape Cod. And he was like freakishly, I'm drinking. He was like super, I don't know what the word would be for it. Like controlling, like he would like time me when I went to the grocery store and everything. And when I left him, he stalked me for almost a year and a half online trying to find where I went, sending like notes to my kids, telling them stuff like, he had $10,000 he was going to send me, but he needed my address, shit like that. But anyway, so when I left him, I didn't tell him I was leaving either because it actually would have been dangerous. I just packed up and left while he was at work. So I did do that a couple times, but I had my reasons. But anyway, so picture this. I'm in Montana, and I had met this guy that I wasn't interested in him as a boyfriend or anything, but I liked him as a friend. So I invited him over for dinner, and Tucker was there with his girlfriend for dinner. And afterwards, the guy played guitar and sang and stuff. It was a fun night. And he left, and Tucker was still there. And Tucker looked at me and he said, "Mom, that guy really likes you." And I'm like, "No, we're just friends." And he's like, "Mom, you need to talk to him. He really likes you. You need to talk to him." It's like, "God damn it." And he says, "Or," this is my son talking to me. He says, "Or you could move in with him and live with him for 3 years and then pack up and move while he's at work."
Tucker's a quick study, isn't he?
I was like, damn it. I was like, my kid, Tucker is so rude.
I like Tucker.
I'm trying to be sympathetic toward you, Pam, and enjoy that story because it was hella funny.
Oh. Tucker will get in good digs on me when he can, believe me. I've had Tucker on the stream one time.
I know, and I keep asking to have him back.
On again. The problem was, it was like I stressed for days about what he was going to say about me on the stream.
Oh, there's more?
Hey, Bob, you got a serious request over here in chat from
Let me
Fish
see.
Dreams.
Yes, ma'am. Pam is beautiful. She is.
Yes.
Need to get Tucker on the stream. I've been trying. Love you, Holly. I don't see it.
My
Bob.
favorite story with Tucker. You want to hear my favorite story, Rack?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You might have heard it already because I know I've told this one a couple times because it's like one of my favorite stories
Well, it
ever.
must be a good one. Let her rip.
Yep, it was. Tucker was in kindergarten, and in the school he went to for Halloween, the kindergartners would be dressed up for Halloween, and they would take them from class to class to show off their outfits, right? So The day before Halloween, I asked Tucker what he wanted to be. So he told me that he wanted to be a Viking. So I was like, okay. So I sent him off to bed. And this is like the night before. So I was up till like 3 o'clock in the morning making this outfit for him. And I made some white horns and I stuffed them. And then I took a gray stocking cap and stretched it over a bowl about the size of his head and sewed the horns on so they'd stand out, from the helmet. And then I made like a over one shoulder fur tunic thing, out of fake fur. And then I got a piece of rope to tie for a belt. And then I took some layers of cardboard and made him a big sword and like wrapped the blade with silver duct tape and rope around the handle and stuff. So he got up in the morning. I was pretty proud of this outfit. It was pretty cool, especially the helmet. The helmet was really neat. So he got up in the morning and I got him all dressed up with his outfit and took some makeup and made him a Viking beard and stuff, And he was standing looking at himself in the mirror. And I was kind of leaning against the wall, waiting for him to tell me how cool his outfit was, right? And he's looking in the mirror and he says, Mama? I'm like, yeah. And he says, Mama, I wanted to be a Minnesota Viking. Oh. And I
See?
laughed so hard.
Oh, you went to the source. He was the Viking of the Minnesota Vikings.
And we still laugh about it. And he still has the helmet
Uh,
that I made him.
That's funny. So he
And we
wore
still
it.
laugh about it. But all his friends and stuff thought his outfit was so cool. I never had to make him another one because he wore it every year. He liked it. But then
Weird.
Courtney, who was like 3 years younger than Tucker, when she got into kindergarten, she wanted to be a Viking too. Well, Courtney had like long red hair. So I made her a Viking outfit, but I made the helmet like with horns that were like a foot and a half long on each side. And then I braided her hair, because she was a redhead. So I made 2 long braids for her and put the helmet on her. And then I put it on a white slip. And then I took one of my bras and covered it with tinfoil and stuffed it and put it over the top of the slip. And I made her like a pitchfork to carry. And she didn't like it. She didn't like her outfit because when we went trick-or-treating, everybody would burst out laughing when they opened the door and looked at her.
well, how rude.
So she never liked her Viking outfit.
That was rude.
Bob, what kind of angels did you have in that previous tank?
Oh, Philippine blue. Some of them are the zebras. Koi from Tiffany White of Nashville fame. And the Philippine blues were from George Aquaballs. And redbacks from Dan. They're just starting to show color. And then most recently, the Bulgarian Greens. That's it.
Which ones were the Bulgarian Greens?
The green ones. None.
They didn't show green. Were
I'm
they
choosing.
striped?
Nope. They're green. They're just starting to really show color. Let me find them. Flip this around. I've got some more of them in another tank. Not looking as good as they were. Where'd it go? Can't see them for the algae. Here's another one. Here's another one. There's actually 3 of them right over there. So there's got to be one out in the open somewhere because there are 4. Here's one. I think I'm going to treat them with some, what you call it, for internal parasites again. Goes across the back.
I love those blue ones.
The blue ones are showing a lot of color.
Yeah. Yeah, they look good. And I'm watching them constantly to pull them out, and when we start pairing and put them in some 10-gallon tanks where I just came from, those racks, and there's one of the redbacks, but they're just barely starting to show.
But look at that blue. Oh,
Yeah,
I love those blue
That's
ones.
pretty cool, man.
that's not a fancy light either. It's just a LED light. Yeah, we did that. We did a 3-way swap. George sent me these and the blues, and Maria sent him some rainbow fish, and I sent Maria some of the blue steel epistogramas. So we did the fish fam shuffle. So, whoa, it's a cheap thing. Sorry. I need to get a good one up close. I want to stay behind the side that has all the algae. They haven't been around a long time. I think some of the breeders got them like 10 years ago, and they're kind of just making it into the hobby. What is his name? Jason, the degenerate. He has some I noticed on his shorts video I saw he had out a couple of days ago.
I've always been really fond of bluefish. For some reason, I like bluefish.
Pretty cool. These guys stick together and they're bossy, kind of elite, and they'll get after the great big blue ones or anything that gets around them. They don't fight, they're just bossy. Little punks. Damn, you like their dorsal fins.
Yeah, yeah.
Wish we could see them. Oh, here's one over
It's
here.
like a Siamese cat.
They're starting to show a little green highlight. From what I've seen of adults, they're kind of a chartreuse, faded out chartreuse. So I'm optimistic. Where I got them, I visited recently, and they were all at the top. He still had a bunch of them. And I said, "What's up with the angelfish?" And he said, "Oh, they probably need a water change. You know how angelfish are." And I'm like, no, they look like more than that. But so I was glad I got mine when I did.
Yeah.
Right.
Great looking group of fish.
Yeah. I'm going to have a bunch of little tanks with a bunch of angels in it pretty soon.
What's that little striped one there with the green back? Is that a rainbow fish?
Yeah, that's I got that from Bob Steenfott.
Ah.
It's another one. These are they're females and they're Chil Calantharinus. It's their family or their group, or they're a plain fish, but just pretty.
That's a nice aquarium. What size aquarium is that?
It's a 55.
Oh yeah.
And I got the plants from Monica Lynn. You know, she's selling plants now.
Oh,
It's 4 foot. Skipper was going to order some the other day. I don't know if he got his yet. He sent me a bunch of them. And I got some mosses and
Nice,
pearl
Scott.
weed and a moss poe.
Vicky.
Sorry. Is Stevie
Everybody's
going to
heading
bed?
for bed. Oh, that's why it's almost midnight here.
So that means it's almost 2 here.
right.
Yep, that means I've been streaming for almost like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Well,
It
thanks again for giving me the big shout out, Pam, and thank you, Bob, for sharing those fish with
Oh.
me.
Everybody remember to hit up Rack's channel and get some watch time in there.
Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to go watch it. Put it on while I'm
On your way
feeding.
to bed, put on one of his playlists.
Let Rack sing you a lullaby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But not one with shorts and not one with the 24-hour live stream. Do one of the
Right.
other ones.
Thanks, Merle. Then again, I've got a live stream playlist of Bird Talk Show, and that's about 20 1-hour videos.
Oh, that'll work.
That might be a good one.
Yep.
It would be a good one to listen to.
Hey,
And I have good
I-
guests. If you really want to listen, there's some good content.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And I
Cool.
always do hair and makeup before the show, so no, I'm not.
Oh, my God. I got to see it.
Oh,
So,
Missed that.
okay, good night, everybody, and thank you,
Good
everybody.
night.
Thank you
Good
guys
night.
for coming up. Good night, Skipper.
thanks,
Thanks,
Pam.
Rack. Thanks,
Thanks.
Bob.
Good to see you, Skippy.
And we'll see everybody. Probably I'll do an extra stream in a couple days.
Awesome.
A day or two, probably Friday. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good
Good
night.
night.
Don't cuss yet.